Ladies and gentlemen, this is me from today you're watching. This entire video was pre-recorded a few days ago, and I didn't have the update yet. I didn't think there was going to be that big of an upgrade in terms of data limit. Turns out there was, and also the plots got increased, so it's a whole shitstorm right now. The point is, I do delete some stuff in this episode, nothing of note. I was going to delete those anyway, but still, just keep in mind I didn't know yet, so I guess that's it. For now, enjoy the video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this brand new episode of Building Benji's Movie Park 2. Today we are finally gonna finish the alien area. It's been looking like this for far too long, so let's get to it. Before building, I first want to tell you about this great idea that someone actually mentioned. I told you guys that I wouldn't be able to finish this alien ride, but what if we replace it with a flat ride? That way we can just keep the queue, keep all of this nice looking stuff, but still have an actual good reason for this to be here. We can just kind of make this a walkthrough ride, and then here at the end, right here, is where there's just a flat ride indoors, which means we can make it pretty easily, pretty fast. That is an absolutely genius big brain idea, so we'll just have to do that. By the way, if I now run into the item limit once again, I can simply delete the money farm, which I completely forgot about. But that's of course underground right here, so that can always be deleted if we really have some issues. For now though, let's get into the actual building. Let's see what kind of texture would be nice for the ground here. I actually really like mud. It's pretty nice. Let's see what it looks like when I just spread this all over this ground here. I'm using path, by the way, because we know that this doesn't take all that much space. We still have to kind of look out for that. There you go. This is kind of cool, actually. Let's just fill the entire thing and remove what we don't need later on. I like how this instantly looks better. That's crazy. Let's put stairs in this hallway because this has been looking like that for way too long. There you go. Now you can actually properly go up. Then now I guess let's start with a fence around the area because this is not very nice looking. I'm gonna begin with a very straightforward pole design that goes up pretty high, about this high, I would say. And on here, I think it'd be nice if we have those same crosses. And luckily, the copy and paste tool makes this incredibly easy still. Just like that. So satisfying, dude. And you know what? File size limit or not, we definitely need bolts. Let's actually move this for now all the way into this corner here. And then another one right here. And in between this, I'll have to make something cool as well. Let's make a cool pattern using some horizontal beams and some vertical ones. This is starting to look more like a Jurassic Park fence, isn't it? And to finish that off, maybe some pipe details on top here. That always seems to kind of work for the alien vibe. Okay, then now I think if I copy both of these items, I group them and simply move them over to the side. Here you go. We can instantly just finish this entire fence. There you go. Oh, that looks very badass. Dude, that is cool. And then here we spin it. Oh, I cannot believe how happy this makes me. Look at this. That even looks dope from the other side. Dude, and then what if right here we add just some very simple looking rocks, which we can later then just copy and paste to the whole thing. Look, and we can paint that the same color as the ground. And then we grab it and move it to the next ones. Look at that. Look me in the eye and tell me with a straight face that this is not super duper dope. And to kind of break off the repeating effect, let me just add some of these rocks in between as well. I am quite scared for the item limit, but above ground, this simply does have to look sick. It has to look very epic because if it doesn't, it's just gonna look stupid on the map. Yes, I'm going to make a map for the park. However, not in this episode. Then let's kind of cover up these walls as well, just to make sure there's not a single bit of Back to the Future shining through the cracks. There you go. Well, now the landscape is fully kind of concealed within its own alien theme. Then now let's actually begin building some elements. Starting with this interesting looking bit right here. This of course has to be a little mountain that the Nostromo is actually kind of resting on, because this is the tube that goes down into the station. Simply have to cover it up and then we should be fine. I'll just use a bunch of these rocks for that. And of course I'll just make one segment and then use that and copy it a bunch of times to make sure the entire thing is covered. That will save a bunch of time and sanity. Most of all, here you go, just this entire chunk in one go. That covers it up pretty neatly. And maybe near the very edge, like this, we can kind of have it interact with the ship. Here you go, that's pretty cool. Some wider rocks as well on the foot of the mountain like this. Otherwise, it's like it kind of sticks out from nowhere. See, that is actually looking dope. I like that. Let's continue to the next thing, that being, let's see. hold up. There's a backup plan. Let's delete the ride. I was gonna do this anyway, so it may as well be now. Delete. Oh no. Then let's go all the way in here. This will all stay, I hope. But this has to go. It's unfortunate, but away with you. Here you go. All of these rocks, all of these backdrops, lights, literally everything. And even this tunnel as well. Here you go. Bam! 36k back. Not why I'm doing it, but it's nice nonetheless. Well, there you have it. An empty room. I do think this actually helped. I have deleted a lot of stuff right here. And this is all still intact, so we can still use it for the ride, if we can do that. This is trial and error, guys. This whole episode's gonna be all over the place. For now, we can continue. If we again run into it, we can just remove the money farm. And if we then run into it again, that's a problem for them. For now, the entrance of the ship, the ride, if you will. Right here, once again, I'm just gonna make a very tiny little rock formation, which can serve as a kind of stairway up to this ramp. See, just like this. I do feel like first, actually, we have to make sure there's some light here because it's very dark. This ship creates a very dark shadow right here, so let's fix that using some spotlights. To make it really nice and creepy, we can make those slightly bluish, like this. It's very subtle, but this stone is just very light absorbing, it seems, because this is on full range and very bright too, which is kind of strange. Underneath the landing gear on the front here, we also need a slight tiny little mountain thingy. Sure. Rocks everywhere. Well, then now I think the ship should be relatively stable. Not super duper stable, but stable enough. This is a video game, guys. Then now let's add some benches and trash cans. This bench design, of course, does have to be kind of sci-fi-ish, a bit alien-like. I guess let's begin with the basic shape. We'll do something like this, I guess. Then let's paint it. It's gonna have to be a lot of metal, I'd say, and some black accents, like that. To be fair, not likely the most comfortable bench, but you know what? It looks pretty nice. As for trash cans, let's try making something science fiction-ish for this one as well. Oh, I know how. I'm gonna give it a light orb, which will be blinking in red, I would say. Just like that. I mean, that's a pretty dope-looking trash can, isn't it? Very nice. Then first, I do think we need some structures to know where we can actually place them. And to save both space and time, I'm gonna use this one for some sort of food stall. We do have to repaint it, of course, but I do feel like we can make this one pretty easily into a lovely science fiction bar. I was thinking maybe right here, but that seems a bit on the nose. Or maybe just right about here, next to the exit of the actual ride. Seems pretty good to me. Then using the colors from the wall, let's just completely repaint this to hopefully make that look a bit more alien-like. Adding some simple crosses like this to make sure it's extra industrial. Although now it looks a bit like the whole thing is in black and white, which maybe is not ideal either. We can, of course, just add some light strips on the sides here. I mean, that definitely makes it look sci-fi, that's for sure. Ooh. Then now I would like to make a container that kind of looks like this one. This little area can definitely use something other than rocks. Let's not make it too big. This seems about right. Let's make that a kind of dim yellow color. We'll add a bunch of these random edges to it. And this thing we can put... Where can we put it? In the corner here, maybe one? Yeah, that actually looks pretty sweet. Maybe one on top as well. Just like this. That does look pretty cool. Oh, no. The crazy thing is, even though you exceeded the limit, you can still build stuff. It just doesn't save it. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. But well, that means we're gonna have to delete some more stuff. Our money flow is going to stagnate, but the money farm's gotta go. Let's go down here and literally delete everything. Each individual coaster just having to delete all of that. Honestly, what a tragedy. It's been here all this time and now it's being demolished. And so will this. Bam! What a lovely sight in it. He's just standing there. Well, looks about empty right here. Let's remove these lights and we can go back to whatever we were doing. Although I'm not going to lie, I don't think that did much. Well, let's try and save, I guess, and see if that works at least. Saving park. Successfully. Okay. We're good. Let's see what else we still have to do here. I mean, this front bit has to be fixed. Without this, it looks like absolute trash. Say we can do that. It will look a bit empty, but at least it will be acceptable. I like how this will be an alien area without an actual alien. This is amazing. Anyway, this bit right here. We'll just use another piece of this wall, which is going to be cut off by rocks. I like how every single freaking time the item limit is closing in, I add more rocks. Literally the thing you shouldn't do, but I do it anyway because I'm badass like that. I'm a rebel. What can I say? Stop. Oh, why am I like this? That is looking... That actually looks pretty nice. I don't mind that at all. It's quite cool. However, that may be, but we are against the item, like actually that close. And I do... Oh, I forgot about this. We did make some solid progress today. Kind of sad that we didn't get to do the actual ride inside. And well, then I guess that's it for today. If you like this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Benny's Movie Park.